All right, now we're here. All right, quickly. Now, we are going to be talking about the TDI indicator himself. Please, if you've not got the TDI indicator for PC, please let me know. Does any of us here, has any of us here not got the TDI indicator? That's the one I sent to the group. I believe everyone has it. If you've seen it, or if you want me to repost it, please just signify in the chat box. Just tell me I should resend. Just type resend if you want me to resend it. And if you don't have it, just let me know. So quickly, I'll be jumping right in. So quickly, I just want to show you how you can actually set this up manually, just because of those that don't have the indicator, the indicator for PC. And you also know that on the mobile phone, you can't actually install indicators. The best you can do is to set them up yourself. So what we're going to be doing is, first of all, drawing out the indicator. All right, so the first thing you need to do is simple. You have to, first of all, put your RSI. Okay, so let me add my RSI indicator. Drop this, and my RSI setting is 13. And the color of the style should be the background of the chart, and that's black, or preferably you can make that none. Then click OK. All right. So okay, I made a mistake here. Let me quickly edit something. All right, the levels, yeah, the levels I prefer the levels I prefer, level 68, levels 32, then level 50. All right. Let me make this solid. All right, let me increase the thickness. I think that's good. And okay. All right, so there's that. Now the next thing you want to add to the chart is your moving averages. We are going to be adding two, first of all. So you just drag your moving average to this RSI here. Then you set this to moving average 2. Make this simple. Then you can make it color green. Then apply to. Apply to. Don't forget, it's very important. Apply to previous indicator data and click OK. So you drag the second one here. You make that 7. Then I make that. Then I make this one red. Okay, then the same settings, simple, then apply to previous data, then click OK. All right. Then the next thing, you add your Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands, okay. Drag and drop it here. Okay, and the settings is 34, and the deviation is 1.618. 1.618. You can add 2 or whichever, but 1.618 is fine. Then you make that, color blue. Let's make it thin. Then, but here you'll be applying it to the first indicator data. Then you click OK. Can you see? So the last thing you're going to be adding is another moving average. So you drag and drop a moving average here. Then this moving average is moving average 34. The method is simple. Apply to now the first indicator data. All right, then you change the color to yellow. Then you click OK. All right, so that's your indicator right there for you. That's your TDI indicator there for you. So if you don't know how to set this up, I've done the settings for you. So this is how you actually do the settings. And if you are impatient and you're on PC, you can actually make use of the indicator I sent to the group rather. This is the name of the indicator, Traders Dynamic Index. You can just drag and drop this here. And you can see everything all set up for you. All you have to do is to click OK. All right. So you can see that they are the same thing. You can see they are the same thing. So the settings, so I've just shown you how to manually set it. Just for if you are on the mobile phone, then this is the indicator. This is the actual indicator that you can just drag and drop, and that's it. It's all done for you. But that is only if you're on PC. All right. Okay. So quickly, let's just jump right in. Let's see how we can actually make use of this particular indicator. Yeah. Now, I mentioned several things to you about how you could actually make use of this indicator. Okay, let me just delete this one. Delete indicator window, right? So now I mentioned a lot of things to you of how you could actually make use of the TDI indicator. Now, this TDI indicator it could be complex sometimes, but it's quite easy. Why do I say it's easy? It's easy because it's an all-in-one indicator. It makes life very simple for you. You don't need to stress yourself about what is really happening in the market, and you don't need to stress yourself of adding other indicators, combining maybe 2 or 3, like some persons in the group. I noticed that in the Telegram group, I noticed that a lot of persons stack up like 4 or 5 indicators altogether. Yes, I sometimes do that. Yes, but the truth is sometimes it gets confusing. It gets confusing, and you might end up missing out a lot of details while you're trading, and automatically it's going to affect your money and what you make in the market. All right, now I noticed that a lot of persons, after I taught the last training on the TDI in the Telegram group, I noticed that a lot of persons will just come here and just plot the divergence on the TDI, like something like this. And I'll be like, oh, whoa, this particular setup might actually not play out. Why I said that is because, why I usually discourage you just doing this is because it's necessary that you first of all understand the trend of the market. Yes. Now, there are 2 things I actually want you to understand. Number 1 is that always trade alongside the market. Try as much as possible not to trade against the trend. Try as much as possible not to trade against the trend. So what I just want to debunk today for you is you knowing what the trend of the market is and how you could actually, maximize, or I would say how you could actually trade along with the trend using the TDI indicator. So let me just quickly add some moving averages to the main chart. So let me make this 13. Let's make this red, then exponential. Click OK. So let's add the 3rd one. This should be 50. Let's make this yellow and click OK. Then let's add the 3rd one, which is 200. Let's make this white. Oh, sorry. Let's make this white. Click OK. All right. So I think we are good to go right now. Now, how do you know the trend of the market? Simple, the usual moving average strategy. Now I'm on my 1-hour chart. I was advised that you check the trend of the market on a lower time frame. Then you you check the trend of the market on a higher time frame. Then you move to a lower time frame. All right. So you move to a lower time frame. So what are you looking for? The first thing you want to do is on this higher time frame, you want to look for an uptrend. You want to see that your red, which is your 13, is above your yellow, which is 50, and 50 should be above your white, which is 200, and vice versa for a downtrend. All right. Now, the next thing you want to see, you want to do is, once you've confirmed this, for instance, let me just look at this present scenario right now. Like you can see right here, you can see that the market, you can see that they both crossed, they all crossed here at the same time. This is at this point here was where we had three of them follow sequentially. So the next thing you want to do is, okay, let me just delete all this. Let me mark up here. So now from here is when you now start looking for entries to the upper side. From here, you want to start looking for entries to the upper side. It's that simple, using your TDI. Now, let's go to our 5 minutes time frame. All right. All right, you go to your 5 minutes time frame. Let's look for, let's start from where I marked. All right, you can see this was where I marked on the 1 hour time frame. Now, from here, this is where our outlook starts from. Now, you now start, it's a game of patience. Then you wait. You wait, and you come right here. You can see that the market kept trending upwards. Then it started coming up. Then when it got here, it had a recession, a discount, or a pullback, like you normally say, or a flag, like some people usually say. You can call it whatever. But at this pullback right here is where you see your TDI. You can see that your TDI also dropped to this level right here. You can see your TDI dropped. And remember, I told you something about how to trade reversals using TDI, if you remember, isn't it? In the Telegram group, I told you this. And you notice that at this point, we had a pullback. Now, don't forget that the trend is up, it's upwards, but we want our TDI to drop to below 32 mark, yeah? And what happens is you want to see that this blue Bollinger Band also drops below 32. You want to see that your green line also drops below 32. Just exactly what you're seeing right here. This is where you just go into the market real hard. This is where you just go into the market real hard, which is this point just right here, where you had this cross. Or preferably, you could just wait for when this green line crosses the red line and also crosses this yellow line. Just right here where the green line crosses this orange line. I mean, that is your entry just here. You see? And you can see you just ride the wave. You can see how it went up. So now all you need to do is just once you enter the market, you can even add more positions. How do you add more positions? You wait for your TDI to return back to that same level because the trend is still upwards. According to your 1 hour chart, you can see just right here. And just from here, you can see the market dropped to this level. Then you wait for your green line to cross your orange line. You can see it crossed it here. It crossed it right here. So it's here it crossed. So your entry would have been here. Then what do? You see the market, you can see though it was consolidating, but you would have still made a lot of profit because you can actually decide to ride the wave, or you can decide that, okay, you get out of the market when the TDI touches 68, just right here, when it becomes overbought. So that is how you can actually, make money from this market. It's that simple. It's no more than that. It's just a game of patience. Just let's look at another scenario. We've looked at this. Let's look at another possible scenario. All right. Consider this a downtrend. You can see that this crossed here, and then they all came across just right here. Okay. So let me take my statistics from here. All right. So let's look at the 5 minutes time frame. Though we might not get much signal from that. Oh, sorry. Okay. Where's the, okay. You see, like I told you, I said we might not get much signal from there, but you can see that this was where I marked. You can see the price came down, retested again, touched this level. You can see it touched this level. That is, it came overbought here. Then you can see just right here where you have the cross. You can see that this was the cross. You can see that your green crossed your orange right here. Then you place your entry here. Though you might have a little bit of drawdown, but if you're patient, you still make the profit. So this oversold region here. It's that simple. It's just that simple. All right, let's just look at one more. Then I think we'll just wrap it up. Let's just look at one more scenario. All right. Sorry. Okay. Let's look at another scenario. The trend is that this is actually a very strong uptrend. So, all right, you can see this. You can see this cross here, went up, came down. This also was a bit short, but let's just look at this right here. Let's look at it. Let's see. There was this cross here. This was where they all crossed the 200 EMA. All right, so let's look at the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, let me look at the date stamp. The date stamp here is 5th of March. All right, let me look at 5th of March. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, so this is 5th of March. So now, just as I told you, you can see I marked this. Now you can see price came down, went up. You can see, went up. You can see right here, this is your entry, just right here. You can see the same thing came here. You can see your entry just right here. All right. You can see another one right here, another entry, another one right here, another entry. You can see it came down. So now the last thing I want to actually tell you is, all right, not to worry, Uche, I promise I'm going to make the recording available. I'm going to be uploading it on YouTube, so you wouldn't have a problem with the recording, with with getting the recorded video. All right, so it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'll actually make do of that for you guys. All right, so let me just quickly wrap this up because time is actually gone far. All right, so you can see. So now the last thing I just want to tell you is this: when you actually when you're on the lower time frame, taking positions, before you take the next position, it's necessary that you go back to your 1 hour time frame and check if it's still in the downtrend. Because if it's no longer in the downtrend, trust me, you're gonna have a lot of hassle, lots of hassle. So it's best that you come to the downtrend and confirm that. So you come to the higher time frame and confirm that you are still in the downtrend. So on this note, I would just like to wrap this up. So if you have any question, please just drop it in the chat box. Please drop your questions in the chat box and let me just address a few questions. And if in the absence of any question, we'll just call it a day. I believe you guys got something valuable from this particular tutorial, because I'm all about the value that you guys get from this lesson. At least I want you guys to actually come up fast and, you know, get a lot of side hustle for yourself. I'll say, or side money for yourself, because the way things are actually going right now, the world, not even Nigeria itself, the world itself is moving to a level whereby if you don't have an online business, you're on your own. So trading itself is a business. You cannot make money from trading if you don't treat it as a business. So I'm still waiting for questions, and in the next 2 or 3 minutes, if I don't get any question, I'm just going to call it a day. I'm going to call it a day. So I believe you guys understood everything that I mentioned. And also do not forget that we'll be having our monthly training very soon. We're having our monthly training very soon. I'm going to be announcing when we're having a training in, that's we'll be having our monthly training. I'll announce it in the Telegram group. It's going to be in the month of May. Every month we usually hold trainings. Oh, nice. Yemi, you said you're using it in your Forex strategy. Awesome, nice. Yemi, I'd like you to actually from time to time, the trades you take, drop it in the Telegram group. I'd like you guys to help yourselves. The truth is, a lot of persons work, like Uche was mentioning just now, that you won't be able to work. Please, can I ask you a question, because I'll soon be out of this training. In the next 2 minutes, I'll be out of this training. So please ask your questions as soon as possible. Please. So if you'll be interested in
Good morning.
All right, good morning. I'm with you.
Okay. I think I lost your explanation on how to determine the trend.
Okay.
Let me just recap what I got. Yeah. You're saying that basically you should determine your trend from the higher time frame.
Of course.
Then establish your trend on the higher time frame. You go to the smaller time frame to look for entries that are in line with the higher time frame.
Yeah.
Now, determining that, of course, you can actually see time the market structure and the trend as it were through looking at the naked chart. But you were mentioning crossovers of the moving average, and I lost that. A call actually came, so that disrupted my attention. Yeah. So if you can just recap that,
okay,
I would really appreciate that.
Okay. Any other question? Is that all? Does anyone have any other question? So that I'll just answer all questions before I sign out.
Okay, just a follow-up to my first question also is why would it change in trend?
Why what?
I don't know whether from the lower or how do you determine when there's a change in trend?
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right. So
hello.
All right, I'm with you. Yeah, morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing?
I have a question too. I'm fine.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm all ears.
Okay. After you determine the trend in 1 hour and you go down to 5 minutes and enter, can you go back to 1 hour and stay there to see the end of, let's say maybe when the Bollinger Band makes the touch on the other end, or when there's a crossover, then you get out of the trade, or you just have to stay in the 5 minutes?
Okay, that's a lovely question. Now, I'm going to be answering this question first because it's quite straightforward, and then I'll come to answer Yemi's question. Sorry, is it Yemi or David? Sorry, I'll come to Ekene's. Sorry, yeah, I'll come to answer Ekene's question later. Now, quickly, the thing is, the market actually moves very fast on a 5 minutes time frame, and for instance, let me just show you what I mean. All right. You can see that this is a downtrend. And in this downtrend, you can see that the TDI went up, came down, and you can see it kept moving up and down, up and down. It depends on your understanding of the market and your analysis. For some persons can't take this zigzag movement. Some people might have psychological problems, or I would say some people might, yeah, I would say their heart might cut off. So it's advisable that once you've entered the market, the moment your TDI gets to for this sell section now, you'll be entering when it's overbought. The moment it becomes oversold, just exit your trade. Exit your trade, then wait for the next setup, which is actually somewhere here. Then you enter. The moment it drops to this oversold level, you get out, you take your profit, then you wait again. So with that, you'll be able to, you reduce the losses, or I would say the anxiety, yeah, and the fear in the market. Now, a lot of us like to actually wait till they want to, milk this whole session. Not everybody understands that. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe in another session, I'll be explaining to you how to do a top-down analysis. That is, understanding how to move from a higher time frame to a lower time frame, understanding whether I should stay in the market and whether I should not stay in the market. That's going to be a different training or a video entirely, or webinar entirely, because it's a lot of jargons that I'll be able to start saying right now. So I hope I explained that. I hope that's understood, Yemi. So quickly going to a Kenneth's question. All right, a Kenneth's question. Once you are on the 1 hour time frame, once you've checked the 1 hour time frame and you've known your trend, all you want to do is to go to the 5 minutes time frame. Now, on the 5 minutes time frame, see, this is 5th of okay, this is the 5th of March. All right. So once that is done, once you've come to a lower time frame and you've confirmed your trend on a higher time frame, if the trend is a downtrend on a higher time frame, you're only looking for sell positions on a lower time frame. Now I'm answering again. Now, which means you're only going to wait for pullbacks, and your pullbacks is towards the overbought region because you're looking for only sell signals. Now, so when your TDI has now crossed this 68 level here, like this particular spot here, you can see here, your TDI crossed to the overbought region, which is 68. We call this a pullback. Some people call it flag. Some people call it recession. Some people call it whatever. Oh, sorry. I've actually been warned. The Zoom meeting will be ending in 10 minutes time. So basically, so you're waiting for your pullback, and the moment you have your pullback, you place your entry and you come out or you take your profit when it becomes oversold. The same thing right here. You check overbought, you place your entry, then you come out when it's oversold, just right here. So now, before you place your next entry, you would like to come back to 1 hour time frame and see that the downtrend is still imminent. That is, you can see that this moving average is 1, 2, 3. You can see they are still following sequentially. That is, they've not crossed each other. The moment you see that they've started crossing each other, then you stop looking for trade in the downtrend. You understand? And vice versa for the uptrend. So I hope you guys actually understand this. My time is actually fast spent. I'm going to upload this video, and if you guys have any specific question, you can actually put in the WhatsApp group, in the Telegram group, and I'm going to actually give you response. So anytime you have challenges, maybe if you have a trade, you can also upload it in the group, because not everybody is going to have opportunity of checking the charts, but you can actually help yourselves to actually have another side that, oh, this is the trade I'm about taking. Guys, have a look. Maybe you guys can actually go there and check your setup. If it confirms, then you guys can take the same trade. So we're actually here to help ourselves. So please, let's be our brother's keeper, and also do not forget to always ask questions. Ask questions. I'm a busy person. If I don't answer your question immediately, it doesn't mean I'm not going to answer you. I will definitely come online and I will answer you. So please do not be afraid of asking questions. Please, we are all here to learn. Nobody's an island. Even I myself, I have persons I go to for answers. That's the truth. No man is an island. So please try as much as possible to maximize this platform. And do not forget that we'll be having our training at the end of the month. I'll communicate that to you. I'm trying to make the training as affordable as possible because a lot of persons are having hard time to, so basically I'm actually here to help guys, and you guys are my guys. I'm trying to help you to actually come up speed in the best way I can. So with much being said, I believe we're done for today's training, and I'm going to see you in the Telegram group. Please do not forget to always communicate your questions, and I believe we will all grow and be profitable. So I remain your guy, Kaide Leke, Cosby Finance, and I'm going to see you in the next tutorial. So guys, take care and bye for now. All right.